What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with 3 simple tips that you can use to improve on guitar right now. These 3 tips are all tips that I recommend regularly in most of my videos depending on what song we're playing, but I thought I'd add them all together and put them all in one place for everybody who just wants kind of the crash course on some things you can do to improve your guitar playing really quickly. The first tip that I recommend all the time is that whenever you're learning a song, practice it slowly before you try to play it full speed, especially if you're a beginner. Even as an experienced guitar player, I do this. A great example of this, and actually the song that helped me decide to make this video, is the song that I taught last on YouTube. It's called Love Nuan TT, and it has this kind of picking pattern that plays through the whole song. It sounds something like this. And it repeats that through most of the song. Now, to the beginners, that probably looks really fast, and it is. And that's actually what I want to point out. That song, even though I played it pretty well there, and I played it pretty well in my video tutorial for it that I posted a few days ago, that song I had to play through slowly, that picking pattern that I just played, probably at least 20 or 30 times before I felt confident enough to play it for you guys on camera and teach it. And that's what I'm talking about, is even as an experienced guitar player, I always play through especially picking patterns, but sometimes even strum patterns, chord progressions, kind of everything that I learn, unless it's something super basic and beginner friendly. I actually play through it very slowly, probably 20 or 30 times minimum before I share it with you guys, unless it's something very easy. So that said, especially if you're a beginner, that's super important. It can really help you get down any kind of challenging guitar part that you're confronting. No matter what level you're at, it's a good tip, but especially for the beginners out there, it can make a really big difference in your playing and your practice sessions. Now, my next tip goes hand in hand with the first one, and that's once you've played the song slowly many times as you need to, play along with the song. Now, that may sound a little bit obvious, but to some it might not be. What you want to do whenever you're learning a song, in most cases, is try to play it as accurately to the original song as possible. So, once you've mastered the techniques, maybe it's the chords, maybe it's the picking, once you've mastered playing that slowly and are feeling more confident and starting to speed up your playing, you actually want to play along with the song, whether that's with some headphones or on a speaker or even just on your phone. Playing along with the song will help you a lot get the timing and the feel of the song down, which is actually something that's very hard to teach. So the best way to do that is actually to play along with the song a whole bunch of times until you start to find that natural rhythm, natural timing, and natural feel of the song. And it's super fun to do. I do it all the time. And guys, my third and last tip for you may seem a little bit obvious, but it's to make sure that you're having fun while you're practicing and playing. Now, I know that sounds super obvious, but to some it might not be. And what I actually mean by this is not just to like make sure you're having a great time all the time, right? Because sometimes we sit down and play some sad songs, sometimes we sit down and just jam around and we're just like passing time or whatever else. You don't necessarily have to be like having a blast every single time you pick up your guitar. But what I do mean is that if you find yourself getting frustrated, you're hitting a roadblock, maybe you're getting a little annoyed, maybe you're losing motivation with guitar, put your guitar down for a little bit and come back to it. Go take a walk, go eat a sandwich, go do whatever that you need to do to just get a little bit of space from it and come back with a fresh mind, because that's healthy in kind of anything that you do, but in general with guitar, a lot of times, especially when you're a beginner, you'll hit roadblocks and you'll hit points that you get frustrated with your playing. And so what it actually helps to do is whenever you hit those points, try to push past the things that you're struggling with, but if you find yourself getting annoyed or frustrated or losing motivation, it's better to take a breath, take a beat, go do something else for just 15 minutes or maybe a few hours, or maybe come back the next day or whatever. It's not worth getting frustrated over. And if you make sure to step away whenever you need to, it'll actually help you look forward to playing guitar more. Because if you're constantly hitting these roadblocks and frustration points and annoyances, unless you're just really persistent and motivated, you may end up putting your guitar down and never picking it back up again. So don't let your guitar or your guitar playing anger you or frustrate you or annoy you. If you need to take a break and come back to it. And guys, those are 3 tips that you can apply right now to improve your guitar playing. Now, I use all of these all the time, and like I said, I mentioned them in my other guitar lessons as well, but I thought it'd be a really good idea to just put them all in one place in a pretty short, coherent video so that you guys who want to improve your practice sessions and want to improve your playing overall can just get these quick tips without having to dive through videos to find them. So I hope that this video helped you out. If you have any other tips that you'd like to share with other guitarists out there that have helped you become a better guitarist, please leave those in the comments down below and share them with the other beginners out there as well as the experienced players. I'm a pretty experienced guitarist at this point, and I am constantly learning new things and trying to challenge myself and find new ways to become even better. So I'm always down to learn something new. So guys, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see y'all really soon.